Jin is a mage support. Shu is an off-lane. So parang they actually lacking, and yun yung fill in yung bagong player nila, which is si Limbs, that we haven't seen on how he actually performs, lalo na sa ganitong kalaking liga.
Ano din isa rin yung sa mga pinaka-exciting na part, yung mga bagong players, no? Not just the new teams, but actually the new drafts for active rosters here in the MPL. We already have the draft set in, mga kaibigan. Pero bago lang tayo mag-breakdown dyan, I just want to emphasize, I love, again, binanggit talaga dito ni Puzake na meron silang strat for everyone, not just on NXP. Habang yung NXP naman, dineclare nila na dudurugin nila lahat ng team sa MPL. You know, sorry medyo geek, no? Pero this reminds me of Yukihira Soma, alam mo yun? If you've watched Food Wars, si Yukihira Soma, sa Food Wars, may academy doon may academy. Yun yung top culinary academy no, sa Japan. Tapos, pagpasok ni Yukihira Soma dun sa academy, ang sinabi niya kaagad, ako giging number 1. Supposed to be dapat yung recognition speech mo parang applause yung ending Pero yung naging resulta, ang daming galit sa kanya. Pero yun talaga yung truth That's the truth If you know your goal, if your goal is to be number 1, then that's it. And to be number 1 in MPL requires, durugin. Durugin talaga yung ibang team na to really prove without doubt that you are the best team. And that's what NextPlay Solid plans in doing so. And anyway, let's go. We got the draft completed here. Blue Fire removing the Selena. Parsa, i-mention ko na ito. We got also the PNK finally, no? Napapansin na siya. NextPlay gonna be removing that. They don't want to deal with the Uranus as well. What direction are we heading here, Rob?
I'm gonna look at here. So YSS, yun nga yung open. I was actually thinking kasi on the previous series natin, the Khalid parang hindi siya nawala all throughout 3 games.
1, 2, 3,
so somehow dito medyo nabago siya, and even on the draft, I mean the banning itself, hindi nila tinanggal yung Atlas, hindi nila tinanggal dito yung Kufra, and somehow just basing on NXP Solid, si Yawi, which is their tank user, one of the best Kufra user.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that Blue Fire knows that. So they're actually willing to give it just to get the Yuzong.
And they're giving the YSS, which I think the best carry right now. Carry right now in the game. To H2 like they're giving that for free. Pero at least at the cost of what? Atlas. Yung laruan. No? So ang ganda rin na may napiling Atlas din siguro dito. Ang sasagutin yata ng Blue Fire dito yung harapan no?
Totoo. Ang ano lang medyo mababago siguro dito on the series because the two top tanks was actually being laid out. Both teams, may Kufra, may Atlas. So we will be having a more AoE-centric lineup dito coming from Blue Fire. I'm not really sure kung ano yung magiging pinaka-carry. This could be a possibility na Yuzong may mga teams magawa nun. But NXP Solid, a very solid pick for the Loyi kasi yun yung isa sa pinakamagandang ingredient dito for Blue Fire. In correlation, of course, with Atlas.
Kasi if the Atlas advances with a perfect match, Fatal Links, sa likod, lapagan mo lang ng dispersion yun Tapos pwede ka na mag-vacuum doon. The possible proc possibly on that, kung Loyi ka. I don't see any reason for NextPlay din na mag-Valier rin talaga against this composition. Now, we are seeing bans here at wala pang carry naman na nire-reveal dito yung Blue Fire. Although, Ling is not yet banned.
Definitely.
Pero mag-minute
There's a good thing here. I was even thinking kung kasi on the side of NXP Solid, YSS, yes, most of the time being used on mid, pero he could be able to be used on side lane as well. Kayang-kaya niya mag-sustain din sa lane niya, given the second skill of it could be able to clear the minion wave, then you have your mountain chakra na para mag-provide overall AoE or global damage doon sa buong mapa, and vision as well. So I was really thinking what's gonna be their Hellcurt will be banned. Okay, of course that was a Renegade hero.
Target Renegade. So actually, question din ko ano magiging Renegade hero. If are we seeing a Masha? Will we be seeing a Hilda? Hilda definitely. For this part, actually Hilda won't be bad. I believe in this kind of composition they could utilize that to maximum use. But man, they're willing to embrace the Uranus with an Esmeralda. Normally you can counter the Esmeralda by landing crowd controls, and at the same time lagyan mo ng proca agad ng Necklace of Durance for this. But next play, they want siguro dahil sa Cho, siguro they want to deal as well with the Yuzong. Plus ano na kasi nasa likod na si H2 So siguro protektahan mo na lang si H2 talaga. Yun na lang ang ano dito ng next play.
Well, it could be easily be done, of course. Sobrang solid naman nung front line nila dito. It's gonna be Yawi, let's go Fra. Tapos, ang mahirap kasi dito, no, on this specific, kapag ka may Loyi, it is probably gonna be a Chester hero. Is mas ang bilis nung magiging ikot nila dito and mabilis din yung magiging funnel nila dito for the YSS. The Valir, the Kimi would be a good pick dito. They could be able to turn all this up.
Yeah. No Hellcurt, no? No Hellcurt. Hindi na pwede mag-Lancelot, no? Ayan, at another side lane na lang talaga yung option dito ng next play. Kimi will look good really for this game. More so with the Valir paired with him, di ba?
Totoo. Kumbaga, ang banat ng Blue Fire dito, well, scaling naman sila dito. Kayang-kaya nilang i-hold. Yes, YSS could be able to be, if ever man na mapasok nila dito yung Kimi. Pero there was an Atlas. There was a Valir that could be able to show everyone off for NXP Solid. So, the big question is, how would they be able to take down the Kimi? It's all about rotation on the early stages of the game.
Well, the active play style, no, Rob, ng next play is actually designed against Kimi. Napaka-aggressive ng next play sa early game. They could start invading the Kimi. They could start giving a hard time on the Kimi. And Kimi always needs a really nice early game, especially first 2 minutes ng laro. And baka doon mag-shine kaagad yung mga member ng next play. But I did feel na okay yung comp ngayon ng Blue Fire. Well, it's voting time, Rob, and I'll be the first one to vote na lang. Maganda yung comp ng Blue Fire dito, but not enough for me to remove my doubt so far on this roster compared to what I've seen with Next Play Solid. So I'm gonna be putting my vote muna. I'm gonna be putting my vote on Next Play.
Alright. Well, for me, I will be going against that one. Para sa definitely. Okay. Kasi if this pans out, pagka na-hold ito ng Blue Fire up until 10 minute, more so 15 minute, anytime, any day, this could be a proper win for Akimi. The only thing that na pwedeng ipapasukin sila dito, if MB mag-overcommit, natalunan agad doon si Chu. And given, ito yung tipo ng Kimi na medyo fast push yung jungle emblem.
Oo nga yun nga talaga. Kaya nga sinasabi ko din na pag ito, naisahan mo sa jungle, tuloy-tuloy na Pero yes, by design, dapat mas mabilis yung jungle ngayon ng Kimi natin. Tingnan mo kung gaano kabilis tinik yung Little Wanderer doon ng Kimi. It might be by an inch, pero that would be nice. Ngayon, on the move na, si Chester. Man, Chester is actually disrupting kaagad.
So parang kung iisipin mo dito, yung rotation dito, I think mas mabilis para dito sa side ng Blue Fire. And medyo may part na I was actually thinking Limbs would be the one to carry, pero it's actually gonna be Chu.
Yeah. At oh yes, it's so interesting as well na ang aga ng flicker doon ni Yawi. For that get heavily punished there by the Valir. Pero still not gonna be enough. We still have no first blood for this game, no. I can't help but feel na parang same to nung game 1 ng Bren tsaka Onyx. Tag-chance sa una, tas unang kill tutuloy-tuloy na, no?
It could actually go with that. Pero ito kasi magiging catch talaga dito parang Shane is medyo negated dito si Creepsu. So it's up for him kung paano niya mapo-force out kasi all of actually 4, at least 3 pala ng mga main heroes dito or core heroes for NXP Solid do have its Purify. So meaning to say Creepsu would have a hard time landing the Fatal Links into if in case na magkaroon. Pero they do have here the Yuzong na pwede pumasok agad doon sa backline nila na ma-purify. Then that's the time for Creepsu to take advantage and get a good or land a good Fatal Links.
Yeah. Again, alam naman natin kung gaano kaya Fatal Links yung hini-headline natin dyan kasi nga alam natin kung gaano ka-game-changing yung Fatal Links di ba? But there we go. Alam din natin kung gaano kaganda ang macro sense dito ni H2. I can actually see kung gaano siya ka-wise sa paggamit, even the Mountain Shocker, just so they can establish a little bit of pressure against Blue Fire. No, buti na lang wala pang turtle on this part.
I think isa yun sa ano medyo magpapa-differentiate on both teams kasi feeling ko ma-hold nila to up until the 3 minutes both lane, I mean all lanes most likely. So walang mangyayari up until yun yung magbibigay talaga ng advantage who will be able to secure the first turtle.
Wala nang perfect match si Cripzo doon ganon. Yung mga tanks natin nag-overextend na papunish din talaga ng napakabilis. Parehas nung nangyari halos kay Yawi kanina, pero still, no first blood in this game. Umiinit. Alam nyo guys, mukha lang walang nangyayari, pero pag mas matagal na walang first blood, mas lalo lang umiinit
Pero Bluefire is the scaling team dito. Like it's like a time bomb para sa series na to. So I guess NXP Solid will be the one to be very aggressive in nature dito sa first 10 minutes of the game. Or at least 5. Patulad dyan, Yawi.
Okay, tingnan natin Yawi here. There's the Fatal Links completed mula kay Cripzo. Aray! Mga kaibigan, tutok ka agad. Pero si Choi was able to walk away. Habol ni Renny J. And he can attack even more. That's the first kill siguro by the members dito ng mga taga Blue Fire. At tuloy ang apoy. Atras muna hoy. Dito ngayon. Ito ang Blue Fire. And that's it. They were able to bag 1 members. Pero tol, na-miss out ko. Sino nakakuha ng turtle?
I didn't see that kasi nakatutok ako doon sa Kimi, to be honest with you guys. Kasi ang nangyari doon, actually makikita mo na dito kung ano yung targeting ng NXP Solid. Even Rene J going doon sa backlane, that's why Chu was forced to go inside the tier 1 turret. Then si MB nag-avatar of the Guardian itself. Kumbaga talagang tina-target nila dito si Chu.
And alam naman natin Chu yung may susik talaga dito pero at least hindi ganun si shutdown si Chu. Tsaka isang talon lang, and it's a good thing then that I think yung purification na nagbigay ng enough movement speed for Chu the moment na tumalon si Rene J. The job of Rene J was good. Talagang mataas yung movement speed na provided ng purification doon.
Yeah, and actually it's H2 who did get the turtle.
Yeah, we got H2. So again, consistency ni H2. Pero men, init ni Cripzo round 2 na yun. It was Chester that was back in. May isang kill din naman na nakuha dito yung NextPlay, no? Upon that replay yata. Rene J against Secret.
Medyo maganda yung nagiging ikot dito ng Bluefire. Let alone. Isipin mo rito, if Cripzo could be able to get at least 1 defensive item and go direct into a fling time, pwedeng ulit-ulitin kung ano man yung nangyayari. But i-force nila unang Fatal Links, tanggal lahat na ma-force nila yung Purify. Ito kasi medyo nag-hold lang for Bluefire to be able to go in yung mga Purify. Once everything nawala dito, the NXP Solid will be on the defensive.
Yes, totally. Lalo pa may panghabol yung Bluefire, flicker din yung hawak nila dito. I mean, that might be used defensively, pero pwede mo talaga gamitin yan offensively, no? We get round to on the turtle dito. And I cannot but feel na yung early expectations dito na NextPlay, na break ka agad ng Bluefire, but still there is H2. And the guy is always headline, not really by his more than his micro skills, but by his consistency. Hagip dito si Unseen. Doon na yata, pwedeng sunod-sunod yan. Show dito, Purification, sunod na layer MB, hindi makapasok si Secret. Zinozone out lamang ni Chester. Agawan dito ng buff na, isecure pa rin naman yun ni Chu.
Ang ganda nung pasok doon ni Yawi, securing, to Unseen. Medyo nawala yung formation dito ng Bluefire from the turtle. Parang may part sa kanila that they would like to contest, pero parang haphazardly, nagdadalawang isip sila Diba? Parang pwede yata, kaso for sure merong Purify yan. So that would actually leave Bluefire yung part na uncertainty na hindi nila mawari siguro na tama na ba, ito na ba yung opening or hintayin muna natin.
Not to mention napaka-threatening ni H2, diba tol? Taas na ng damage niya, ganun lang, classic scaling on YSS. And YSS talaga para sa, on my personal opinion, is one of the number 1 carry right now. Ang bilis ang bilis ng farm ang bilis, ang taas ng damage na pwedeng ibigay. Para alam mo yung early revamp kay Bruno. Ganun kaagad yung batuan ng damage. Yung hindi pa ready maglaro yung mga yung community against Bruno. Parang ganun yung vibes ngayon with YSS. Now, na-set upan dito si Cripzo. You know, those kind of free kills binibigay mo sa NXP automatic and they will take advantage of that. There is the kick onto H2, hindi na follow upan kagad. He got damage for reals, for serious, pero not enough to get any execute. Here comes MB, another re-engage by Yawi. No commitment na, and the Mountain Shocker na lang to make this advance of the Bluefire squad awkward. Had it been na nandun si Cripzo, it would be a different story. Nadali pa dito yung baller natin. Yun lang. I think this is dito na nagsisimula mag-mess up ngayon yung Bluefire.
Oo. Nawawala sila dun sa tipong early formation nila. Like their first 5 minute na nahuhold nila eh. Kaso habang tumatagal, lumalakas si H2O, the Mountain Shocker, nararamdaman na ng mga squishy heroes dito ng Blue Fire. Like, let alone Unseen or even Chu.
Yeah. You have to go in with a plan eh. Automatic yan. Dali na rin dito si Lims. Mga kaibigan, NextPlay tol has taken good control now of this game. That is the third turtle. They have a gold lead of 3,000. Cryptzo has to walk away. Even though with the Fatal Links is using the match defensively because they're not seeing any freedom. At si Yawi uminit na. Hindi na sila pinahinga ngayon ng NextPlay at nagsisimula na ang walk away. Even though with the Fatal Links is using the match defensively because they're not seeing any freedom. At si Yawi uminit na. Hindi na sila pinahinga ngayon ng NextPlay at nagsisimula na ang magbilang patungong pagdurog dito. Itong NextPlay solid. Man, secret here. Would have to walk away mula kay MB Tot. They're just cornering as well the Yuzong. Ben, ang bilis maapula ng apoy dito ng NextPlay.
Oo. Medyo, dito ngayon magkakaroon ng malaking problema dito yung Blue Fire. Kasi, yes, they have here the Kimi na probably gonna be going for hybrid. Kasi Jungle go for first at least a BOD item or at least Raptor Machete. Kaso nga lang, hindi nila nagawa yung gusto nilang itemization. Technically, hindi na siya nag-go for BOD kasi alam nila that they are already on the back foot. Nagdiretso na kagad siya with the glowing one.
Yun lang. Pero nakaisa pa rin naman na napakabilis ng burst dyan because multiple BODs nga gana nabanggit mo. Ang nasa side din naman na ang Blue Fire. And again, Cryptzo trying to get the timing in for that Fatal Links. He went for the flicker. Fatal Links burns the purification H2O. Trace palapit na maalam dito ang malaking buhay ni Cryptzo. And follow up by Yawi. Pumomp yung pabalik para matamaan na lang siguro si Lims. So yun na. Libreng Torre na ulit para dito sa NextPlay.
Grabe, it's on a roll talaga dito for H2. The Mountain Shocker is really giving Blue Fire. Lahat ng miyembro nila dito having a hard time. Even on initiation. Kahit si Cryptzo napapadalawang isip siya kung kailangan niya na ba. Is it the time? Kasi pwedeng gawin yung Fatal Links ni Cryptzo. Kaso nga lang, yung mga kakampi niya, almost half HP na. Just the mere fact ng ulti ni H2O.
Ang bilis ng scaling, ang ganda ng brush sa likod. They will commit. Ando na si H2, tumalon si Yawi. There is the follow-up. Beautiful play na ginawa kagad na mga membro dito ng NextPlay. Lims tries to corner in. Makamuha na nakilig kay Yawi pero hindi na mahalaga kasi yung damage na binubugan dito ng NextPlay sobra-sobra. MB na pasobra yata ng Abante doon. Nakakuha ngayon ng kill si Cho and goes for Danny J. One last racket, hindi na. But overall trade is 4-4-2 at kuha pa yata at mid lane ni Barrett.
Grabe yung mga pinapakita dito. NXP solid showing up that they're really the team to beat din dito for this specific series. And yun na nga, mga kaibigan, ang pinakamaganda doon paring shit, countless threat yung binibigay nila dito sa Kimi. Parang tuloy-tuloy, Rene J, yung threat ni Rene J, yung threat ng Avatar of the Guardian, hindi yung once na mawala yung Purify niya, parang parang sobrang layo na ng range niya sa mga kakampi niya just to be safe and not die.
You can only hit so much as a Kimi, no? Sa binabato rin dito Rob ng NextPlay. And man, hindi man nakita dun sa ating highlight fully, pero yung setup ni Chester was really stellar, no?
Oh, yung sa
may purple brush sa may likod, ang linis, and yeah, layered that Kufra with the Lowy, very threatening.
Grabe. Yung mga bagay talaga dito. Sa pwede din no? I mean kay Chester, kung isipin mo, his ult kahit actually give Chu na a chance na mag-back agad eh. Just the mere fact, pwedeng fake nga na ulti. Coming from the Lowy.
Okay, Yawi, he did commit. Nakagib si Unseen. Nako, napapwersa yung flicker dito. Alam niya merong Mountain Shocker. Limbs, very awkward entry there. Wasn't able to get the kill. Kinatay na lang siya ng NextPlay doon.
Valier pick nila dito, no? Parang nagiging passive. Actually, too passive na to the point na nakabantay lang siya. Kumbaga, parang the main role of Unseen dito is just to watch out kung sino yung papasok dito para kay Chu.
That's when you think, tol, na parang mainit din yung Blue Fire. Tapos parang kaya naman. H2's consistency can easily return the moral of whatever loss or whatever loss is committed or is exchanged from the mistake committed ng NextPlay sa simula. Parang andali, basta okay si H2, okay lang si NXP, no? Makapagbigay ng konting kills here and there. Diba?
Totoo yan. Pero ito, there's still a chance for Blue Fire to be able to come back into this game. Of course, this is still Akimi. Once Akimi with at least a mage item na makompleto, pero Secret might actually die there. But habol sila kay Renny J. Like what we've seen. Kitang-kita pa rin naman yung damage ng isang Kimi. Yun nga lang, we have to funnel it correctly into proper heroes.
Yeah. And ang nangyayari, na-juggle effectively ng NextPlay yung damage ng Kimi, di ba?
Oo.
Parang if you're the Kimi, you find yourself hitting different targets for a short amount of time. Mamaya, gatot catch yung tinatamaan mo. Minsan, Kufra. Minsan, Esmeralda. Bottom line, no execute eh. And maybe that's where it is lacking. Walang execute kill dito yung Blue Fire. No? Probably, alam mo yun, kung Balmond pa siguro to, baka mas may execute kill pa, di ba?
Parang ang play na lang talaga ng Blue Fire ngayon is to turtle this one. Probably give, nakuha na yung unang lord, is hold nila to up until na makakuha at least 3 core items dito, yung si Chu that could be able to burst down. May damage pa rin naman eh. And ang mahirap lang ngayon is that Kripsu, parang hindi niya makuha yung group niya, makakuha na magandang Fatal Licks.
Yeah, napabilis ng punishment kay Unseen. The moment talaga may overextend, gulat factor lagi talaga yung NextPlay. And if you not accounting that, no, dun sa panggulat na yan, yun ang malaki problema. Setup pa ni MB tsaka ni Yawi dito sa may pinakalikod. No? Sakto yung minion wave na darating ngayon. Pero third, who's taking some damage on that doesn't matter. Even if Yawi is saying goodbye, ilan man ang namatay dito sa side ng Blue Fire? 4. And that's it. That's gonna be 2 inhibitor turrets to be taken in. 1 for the bot, 1 for the mid, and 1 for the base, and they will rotate as well. Panira ng moral, mga kaibigan, na tamang emotes. Indeed, this is the team that was hailed to be Team Payabang, but the Payabang will take the win for this game number 1. NextPlay, solid.
Wow, solid performance in